Very proud to have Sean Brack, lead actor for a good Aussie movie made in our region called Throwback. And I saw the shorts and I'm going, I know that place. Oh, they're at the Lava Tubes. They're here, they're there. But it's a very eerie movie, I've got to tell you. I mean, it could be one of those great movies that we must see. I mean, have a listen to this. Oh, here we go. Once upon a time in Northern Australia, outlaws roam the land. Robbing from the rich and giving to...
It's not enough to buy you a new head.
It's scary stuff.
Hi, I'm Jack. This is Kent. Say hi, Kent.
Hi, Kent.
We're on an expedition looking for lost gold. Here's to the big one.
Yeah, look, I tell you what, this is going to be a very interesting story. And Sean, you must be excited about this, because how long has this project taken?
Overall, it's taken probably about 5 years.
Right.
Certainly, Travis Bain, who put the movie together, was a long time in pre-production, and then we were filming for about 2.5 years.
2.5?
2.5 years, because the people who are involved in this film all have daytime jobs.
Yep.
We could only film on weekends, and we had to have perfect weather, so you can imagine how many days that was.
It's quite remarkable. And I've got to say, the clarity, is that right? It's just superb. The photography is just wonderful. And it's good to see there's no other Hollywood, blockbuster, blows and all that sort of stuff. This is really nitty-gritty stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is guerrilla filmmaking at its best. And, filmed on nothing more than what people would think was just a camcorder.
Oh, okay.
So no big lights, no big cameras, no massive great crew standing around, drinking coffee, things like that.
It just proves it can be done, with your high def, video recorders in these days. You can just walk in and just do stuff, can't you?
Absolutely, which is really exciting for us, because it meant that we could get out there and actually produce something that looks like it's come out of a Hollywood studio.
Okay, so, the basis of Throwback is there's a monster out there, isn't there?
There is. It's Australia's version of Bigfoot, the Yowie.
The Yowie. And, of course, the good thing is we haven't had has it been released locally? No. Because you're still looking for a distributor?
Actually, it's very big news. We've actually just scored a distributor recently.
Well done.
An Australian distributor. So the movie will be released later on this year.
Excellent.
And so people will be able to get their hands on it. But there is in the pipeline, there is a local release later in the year.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, I can't give details because it's all very hush-hush at the moment.
Yeah. But you'll be knocking at our door when it happens, eh?
Absolutely. But, it's very exciting for us that the boys are heading over to California in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, look, this is the famous Monsters movie festival in California on May 17. Obviously, you were invited?
No, what actually happens is with the film festival industry is that you have to submit your film, and it has to be accepted. So it's a little bit harder than just getting invited and putting your.
Oh, right.
Your
So
film
they've given it the stamp of approval.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, nobody would come and watch it, would they?
That's exactly right.
Okay, then this is good. Now, tell me about because you're in it yourself, but you did more than just be the lead actor. You were behind the scenes as well, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, with guerrilla filmmaking, the actors are the crew as well. So. We had to come up with all the different special effects and ways of making things look real without using a Hollywood budget and without using CGI, which we really don't like and think is overdone. Mm-hmm. So it was lots of fun. It was like Mythbusters.
Very good. Now, if you want to check this out, just type in Throwback the movie, and it will come up, and there's the official website and everything else that goes with it, and also the trailers. So at the end of the day, what does the movie cost, do you know?
It was actually made on a shoestring. I'll put it this way: it was less than $10,000.
Gee, that's incredible, isn't it?
It is incredible, but all of that was financed by ourselves and Travis Bain. But the great news is that people can actually have a part in Throwback by actually helping us out by going to www.gofundme.com /throwback movie, and they can donate funds towards us getting the movie out there.
Okay, then. Look, that might be a good idea. Gee, this, the funding thing on the internet is just wonderful, isn't it?
It is, and if it wasn't for really generous people who want to see Throwback, on the big screen and on DVD and whatnot, then, we'd be really struggling, so...
Yeah, no, it's right. You're right. How many people involved in the production? There's yourself and many of other fine actors.
Yeah, to name a few, we had Anthony Ring plays the other lead.
Right.
Melanie Seraphin, who's another wonderful local actress. Warren Clements, who's an Indigenous actor.
Yep.
And then we had a bit of a coup where we had Vernon Wells from Mad Max fame and Commando fame.
Yes.
Who played a cameo for us for a day.
Very good.
Who's also flying out from LA for the festival.
Oh, good.
And but Travis Bain was the driving force behind the movie and behind Sapphire Pictures.
So who was the throwback?
It's quite funny actually because
don't tell me it was you in disguise.
Well, quite often it was.
I knew you'd say that.
But we had I don't know, we had a cast of millions when it came to the actual Yowie.
Yeah.
But on days when my character wasn't necessarily on screen and we needed somebody in the suit, then I suited up and
away you went.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean this is what bondship is all about, isn't it? I mean you get in there and you just have to do what you have to do.
That's exactly right.
There's no stars there, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, you just got to get that movie out. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, you've whet my appetite because we got the email, and I thought, I'll have a look at this. And I said to Mon, because Mon had a look at it too, she goes, ooh, a bit scary.
Well, that's good. It's meant to be.
No, it's good. And the best part is when you see the trailer, and I urge people to jump online and see the trailer and, recognise the parts where it was, videotaped or, movied, fired or whatever. Yep. It just sort of brings a thrill to yourself, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And we've pretty much tried to showcase what North Queensland has got. About the only thing we didn't use was the reef.
Right.
So, but in the future, who knows? We might come up with a project where we can use that too.
It could be throwback too.
Yeah, could be some other sort of deep sea monster.
I mean, have you seen the latest Godzilla?
I've only seen the trailer.
Yeah. Well, apparently the Japanese, because Godzilla is so Japanese, it's unbelievable. And the Japanese, it was an American-Japanese, combination, but the Japanese public hate it because they said Godzilla is too fat, just like most Americans. Can you believe that? You can be so critical of movies, but this one I'm looking forward to seeing on the big screen. Well done to you. Thank you. And make sure we get the invite because I want to go to the premiere here in our part of the world.
Don't you worry. You certainly will get one.
You beauty. Thanks very much for coming in, mate.
Thanks for having me.